And welcome back to Ebb Tharpe Field here in Ronda. The national anthem has just been played, and we are about ready to go here tonight for week one of our high school football season between the East Wilkes Cardinals and the West Wilkes Blackhawks. We appreciate everyone for tuning in tonight as we are ready to rock and roll. And Keith, before we get started with our picks here tonight, we want to tell everyone how we've got a collaboration going on tonight with the folks through RiverStreet Productions, Wilkes Communications. Not only is our commentary live, play-by-play here tonight on the radio and online at 1240-3WC.com, but we are also a part of the television-style broadcast through RiverStreet Productions that will be available the first part of next week. That's going to capture every moment of this game live on video, and they'll hear our commentary and may even from time to time see our ugly mugs on TV, and we'll be able to see it online as well. It'll be available through the RiverStreet Network YouTube channel and social media outlets as well, so look for that coming up the first part of this week. We are super stoked and excited about this opportunity that we have going on with the folks of RiverStreet Productions and Wilkes Communications. But as we get to our picks here tonight, Keith, to start off this high school football season, it is time for another week's load of that. To start us off, we'll start from the bottom of our Randy Marion scoreboard and work our way up to the top. First up, Surrey Central taking on Allegheny tonight, Keith. The Golden Eagles and the Trojans. Allegheny, both teams low on numbers this year. Surrey Central only dressing 20 varsity players this year. Allegheny not much better, but at the end of the day, I like the Golden Eagles and Coach Monty Southern.
Well, it definitely did, and especially after the season they had last year. We saw an Allegheny team that was really kind of down in the dumps toward the end. And, you just got to wonder if Coach Lyon can get that program back to the old Allegheny of old.
Absolutely. Forbush taking on North Forsyth tonight, an old conference matchup from the old Western Piedmont Conference. Forbush, they're the preseason favorite here in the 2A Foothills Conference. We're going to be talking about this group a lot this season. I like the Falcons over North Forsyth.
Yeah, I mean, just if you didn't know anything about Forbush at all, the coaching staff, I know you and me think very highly of the coaching staff over there.
Absolutely, and the captains for East Wilkes are making their way on the field here tonight, and we're going to read off our captains. East Wilkes sending 5 captains out tonight. Number 74, Caden Handy. Number 64, Josh Elmore. Also number 7, Cole Lambert. Number 65 is Ryan Sanders, and the one kid I'm waiting to see, he's standing in front of Cole Lambert. It's number 1, Titus Miller. So that is your captains tonight here for the East Wilkes Cardinals. They have not yet made their way out. Captains have not for West Wilkes yet. So we'll go to our next pick. Mount Airy, North Surrey tonight, Keith, an in-county matchup there between the Granite Bears and the Greyhounds. I think I'll take Coach Atkins and the Granite Bears.
Well, I like them. But I'll tell you what, that game right there is quite the rivalry. We've heard about some kids that have transferred from Mount Airy to North Surrey, but I just really like J.K.
Absolutely. And then East Surrey taking on Starmount tonight, what promises to be a good matchup. You got Folger Boaz over there at quarterback. Now, they did lose Gosnell transferring back to Carroll County, Virginia, but at the end of the day, I'll take East Surrey to beat Starmount.
Well, there's still some D1 prospects on that defensive line.
That's it.
And so, you got to – it's hard to beat them. But, I'm looking for Starmount to play a little bit better than maybe last year. Mm-hmm. When you go up against that East Surrey Cardinal team, they're really going to be hard to guard.
And now the captains for the West Wilkes Blackhawks, number 56, Alex Rowland. Number 52, that is Gary Call. Number 74, Landon Gamble. And that is number 8, Logan Wayne, the quarterback. That core of seniors, that's 4 of the 7 Blackhawks seniors that they have on this football team. 4 big key cogs to this program. Going back to our list tonight, Elkin taking on North Wilkes, just right down the road from us here. A new era for Elkin football, as they're going to have a lot of fresh faces on the field. North Wilkes in year 2 of the Coach Wotecki era. I still think Elkin has just a little bit too much athleticism for North Wilkes to be able to overcome.
Yeah, but I like the way Coach Wotecki is getting that program. It's going to take some time. And you Viking fans up there, just kind of give him a little bit of time, because I believe he's getting it going to the right direction.
Absolutely. So we both like Elkin in that matchup tonight. And then over in Moravian Falls, a matchup that for many years came down to decide who would win the Mountain Valley 1A, 2A conference. Wilkes Central, Ashe County, two old conference rivals. Ashe County has now graduated to the 3A level of classification in the Northwestern 3A, 4A conference. Keith, with some of the transfers out from Wilkes Central, they've got some early season injuries. I think I'm going to take Ashe County to beat Wilkes Central tonight.
Much as I hate to do that, there's some very, very important offensive pieces Wilkes Central's really got to replace. And I'll just be honest with you, I don't think they have the pieces to be able to replace them.
Absolutely.
Ashe County's got a tremendous ground game with the Peterson boys. And so much to my dismay, I'm going to have to go with the Huskies.
And with that, East Wilkes winning the coin toss, and they elected to receive. Keith, that should tell you something. They're ready to put this, what some people claim to be a new prolific offense on the field first to start this season here tonight, and they are ready to rock and roll. When you've got a guy like Briggs Gentry at quarterback, you've got a Brody Martin, a stud tailback, then you put the cherry on top that is the newly mentioned Anthony Graham here at East Wilkes. Keith, there is weapons all over the field on this Cardinal offense.
Well, here's the thing about the Cardinals. They can put points on the board. We've seen that in the past. Can their defense hold up?
That's it.
Going to be the key right now. And to me, whoever scores first in this game is going to have a big, big momentum boost.
They're going to set the tone.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Absolutely. And so with that, Keith, you're taking East Wilkes here tonight. And also, it leaves me to pick here tonight. And, it just wouldn't be right if we went the same game for week one. It just wouldn't be right. After the thriller we had in the spring, I'm hoping for another thriller here tonight. It is the first full normal year for Coach Phil Collett at West Wilkes, a 3-4 record in the spring. Give me the West Wilkes Blackhawks here tonight in week one, and we'll see how we can start this thing up here on our brand new high school football season as we are ready to rock and roll tonight. What promises to be a fun night of high school football. We've got 12 minutes set up on the clock. The teams have taken the fields, and now we are ready to get rolling. West Wilkes going to be kicking to East Wilkes tonight. And our uniform combinations tonight for the visiting West Wilkes Blackhawks, freshly minted, I should say, matte orange helmets for the Blackhawks. Kind of got a Cleveland Browns vibe to them, which I know you're happy about.
Oh, I'm tickled to death to see that Cleveland Brown vibe.
Hometown team for you. So with the orange helmets, West Wilkes in their road white uniforms with orange numbers. Also, they're in their black pants and orange trim. For the East Wilkes Cardinals, it is black helmets, black jerseys, and black pants with white numerals trimmed in red. You got Anthony Graham and also Brody Martin standing back deep to field the kick. I'll be honest with you, Keith, I don't think you really even want to kick to either one of these guys.
Well, don't be surprised if they don't squib kick this kickoff right here.
So here we go.
I don't believe you want to kick it to number 3.
Walker Brondos is the guy sent to kick it away, the junior kicker for the Blackhawks. Blackhawks are standing at their own 35. East Wilkes back to return with Martin and Graham. Referee holds his hand up in the air at the 40. Whistle blows, and we are ready to start this brand new high school football season. Brondos boots it deep. It's a sidewinder back past the 10. Graham fields it at the 5. He's up to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Graham's got some running room. Graham's got one man to beat. It's Brondos, the kicker. Oh, catch him. Anthony Graham all the way. First play of the game. What an electric start to this high school football season. A 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Anthony Graham, within the first few seconds of his Cardinal career, is making an impact on special teams, and East Wilkes jumps out to an early 6-0 lead. Keith, if there's any way to start, I don't think you don't even have to put the offense on the field if you're Coach Wilmoth and you get a 95-yard touchdown.
Well, the one thing, I can't understand why they kicked the ball to him.
I mean, pick your poison. Pick your poison.
With Martin, it's a little bit slower. You don't kick it to the fastest kid on the team.
I agree with you there, and now let's see. We've got a timeout on the field. West Wilkes already going to burn a timeout. This timeout brought to you by our friends at Alpha Tango Auto Sales, RiverStreet in Wilkesboro, a 95-yard Anthony Graham kickoff return for a touchdown, and that's how this game starts. We've only played about 35 seconds, and man, I tell you one thing, we've already got fireworks with this new offense, and the offense hasn't even taken the field. It's just been kids that contribute on offense.
Well, I mean, we all saw the athletic ability of Anthony Graham last year in the Elkin game. We saw that. I mean,
until he got hurt.
But, I mean, basically, we saw the athletic ability. And see, that's what it kind of got me was if I'm Coach Collett, I mean, I'm squib kicking.
Absolutely. I mean, I don't take a chance at playing that dangerous game with Anthony Graham too awful much. But, hey, you live and you learn. And now the Cardinals.
East Wilkes High lining up for the point after try.
Going to be a PAT here. You know, we started to see teams do this more and more.
Yeah, where they line off the ball.
They're going to go for two. Graham takes a snap. It's a draw play. It's a flip up, and the two-point conversion is good. And the Cardinals lead 8-0. Hey, if you want to strike fast and kind of pull all the momentum your direction to start this game, I don't think you could have drew a better script up. Do you, Keith?
Well, no, and, you know, here's the thing with Anthony Graham. We saw him at the quarterback position last year for the Eagles.
Yeah.
So, you know, the young man can throw.
Yep.
You know, and, I mean, that just kind of threw West Wilkes completely out of kilter right there because I really believe at that point in time they thought that the line was going to shift. But I didn't see no kicker back there.
Special teams is a very, very huge part of high school football, and a successful high school football team executes on special teams. We've saw how good Elkin has been the past couple of years by executing on special teams, and holy Toledo did East Wilkes execute within the first 35 seconds here in week one. So now you've got Holt Hanchy going back to receive for the Blackhawks, and also Shaheen Mcdougall, I believe. No, that's Jared Minton. I apologize. Number 5, Jared Minton.
Yeah, I mean, Minton is the one. He's the Anthony Graham for West Wilkes.
Jared Minton is the fastest kid in the black and orange, pretty much. It's dual threat back there with Hanchy and Minton. Both of them are capable of making a game-changing play on special teams. And lined up to kick.
Porter.
Yep. The kicker for the Cardinals. Ball teed up on the 40, boots it away. It looks like it's going to be Hanchy's football. The sophomore fields it in. Hanchy up to the 15, to the 20. Hanchy looking for some running room. He's got a cut to the 30 and a flag. Let's see if this is coming back.
Yeah,
I tell you, Keith.
He's tripped up by Colton Hall.
Let's see as we await the call on the field. We got a hold against the Blackhawks. So not a positive start for the Blackhawks here tonight.
And it looks like Gabriel Skapansky is kind of limping off under his own power. That don't look too good because he's one of them young men that anchor that offensive line.
So West Wilkes is going to start their first drive of the 2021 high school football season on their own 21-yard line. For first down and 10, 11-17 to go first quarter. East Wilkes leading 8-0 after they took the opening kickoff 95 yards thanks to the legs of Anthony Graham and then cashed in on a 2-point conversion. So now this new look West Wilkes offense going to come in. Logan Wayne under center. Wing T formation for the Blackhawks. Snap comes. It's a handoff. That's Shaheen Mcdougall around the right side. And Dougal's going to get up to about the 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Give him a gain of 2.
Yeah, an initial stop on that one was,
Two on that run.
if I can get my paper here, number 7. That was Cole Lambert, Cole Lambert on that stop for.
Second down, 8 yards to go, ball on their own 23-yard line.
This could, I mean, this is early in the game, but this right here, West Wilkes really has to make a statement right here.
Wayne under center, he takes the snap. It's a handoff to Minton. Minton left side. Minton is across the 25 to about the 27-yard line.
Brought down by Anthony Graham.
So Graham making the stop.
Graham coming from his free safety spot to make that stop right there.
Third down.
So it'll be third down and 5 to go. They've got to get to the 31-yard line for a first down. West Wilkes is, not this offense, Keith, the wing T is a great offense because it uses time and, just 3 or 4 yards at a time, but it's not an offense designed to get too far in a hole with. Wayne under center. He sends Minton in motion. Wayne back to pass. He's looking. He's looking. He's just got to throw it away, and that is going to be incomplete as he had nowhere to go.
I tell you, he was lucky they didn't call intentional grounding because there was really not a receiver within 10 yards.
That's something they've said they're going to crack down on this year, is the intentional grounding and the way they call it. So the Blackhawks are going to go 3 and out on their first possession of the game, and they're going to punt the football away. And going back to field, it is number 23, Ethan Cass.
And, we've seen that young man, too. He's scored some great touchdowns in the past for the Cardinals.
Walker Brondos back to punt the football away. 9:43 to go, first quarter. 4th down for the Blackhawks. Brondos takes the snap. Punt comes. He gets it away. Cass is going to wave. Ball bounces. Is going to take a Blackhawk roll back toward the 45 and slow up at the 40.
I tell you, that was a great
6-yard line.
A great rush that time by the Cardinals. I thought they might have got to Broncos there.
Absolutely. Graham come off the edge hot with a quick little head start. And East Wilkes is going to have it 1st down and 10 at their own 46-yard line. So great field position for the Cardinals here. This is the first time this full offense has been on the field, and they've already got an 8-0 advantage. So let's see how Briggs Gentry does in year number 2 as the starter. You got Martin and Gentry in the shotgun, 2 receivers to both sides. Graham is the slot receiver. Top right now, Graham's going to come in motion. It's a jet sweep with Anthony Graham around the left side. Graham's got a hold of the 50, to the 45, to the 40. Anthony Graham to the 30 before being slung down by Holt Hanchy. And Anthony Graham already with another big play. And the Cardinals are knocking on the door of the GNB Energy red zone already with just 1 play as they're down to the Blackhawk 27-yard line.
I'll tell you what, that was a great job, not only the run, but a great job by the left side of that line. I mean, you could see where they really opened up a big hole down that time for Anthony Graham.
Gentry.
We've still not seen Brody Martin yet.
Gentry in the shotgun, Martin the tailback, trips to the top right side of the field. That's the wide side. It's going to be a handoff to Brody Martin around the left side. Martin is going to stay on his feet. He's dragging Holt Hanchy, and then a couple more Blackhawks get in there on the stop. Alex Rowland and also Logan Wayne in on the stop finally. And now they're at the 20-yard line, and they're inside the GNB Energy red zone. Here is East Wilkes already with their 2 offensive plays.
It's going to be 2nd and 2.
2nd and short. 8-0 Cardinal advantage. 9:10 to go, opening quarter. Trips to the wide side of the field. That's top right. East Wilkes driving right to left on your radio dial. Snap comes. It's a bad snap. Martin's got to pick it up, and Hanchy's got him in the backfield for a loss. Also, Alex Rowland came in that time to deliver another hit. Great pursuit by the Blackhawk defense.
Good job by Hanchy, but even better was the fact that Martin had enough sense to
fall on the football and not try to do too much. So now 2nd down and 2 turns into about 3rd down and 7 yards. Ball is going to be for the Cardinals at about their own, the Blackhawk 25-yard line. So now they're just outside the GNB Energy red zone. Gentry in the shotgun. He's got trips top right, wide side of the field. Snap comes to Gentry. It's low. He fires a pass. He's got a man open. It is caught. That is number 4, Eric Adams. And that's going to move the chains for an East Wilkes Cardinal 1st down, and that's an Elk Outdoors of Elkin 1st down up to the 15-yard line.
Good job by Adams that time. Just ran a little out. West Wilkes was playing way off the ball that time.
Definitely.
And they let him have a lot of room on that pass.
That was Adams working on Travis Walsh on the outside, and that's the short side of the field too. Trips right again. That's the wide side of the field. Gentry in the shotgun. He takes the snap. Handoff Brody Martin. And Martin's going to be spun down at about the 12, 13-yard line. But, Keith, we may have a hold. This may be coming back.
Yeah, it looks like that's the initial call there.
Holding against the Cardinals, so that's going to back them up.
And, usually the first game of the season,
we see more of that.
A lot of that, a lot of holding, a lot of illegal procedures.
So that's going to play to the favor of the Blackhawks, as that's going to move them back to the 25-yard line.
It'll be about a
second down.
Second 20.
Let's see here.
Second down.
20. Second down and 20. They're going to go trips wide side again. That's top right. Eric Adams is a solo guy, short side. Travis Walsh lined up on top of him. Gentry in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Gentry looking. He's looking. He throws it in the middle, and it's going to be. Oh, I tell you what, it was a battle for the football between Jared Minton and number 23, Ethan Cass.
Yeah.
Keith, as easy as Cass could have caught that ball, Jared Minton could have picked that ball off.
Yeah, great job Gentry put it right where he needed to put the ball.
Great job by Jared Minton. Yeah.
Great defense by Minton. He could have very easily had a penalty right there or a pick.
Yeah.
But, he stayed on the ball. Great job by him.
Out comes Weston Brown. In comes Anthony Graham here on 3rd down and 20. 7.5 to go, opening quarter. Cardinals leading 8-0. Ball's going to be at the West Wilkes 25-yard line. Keith, you got to believe here on 3rd down and 20, they may be looking to go towards Anthony Graham with him coming on the field. Wait a minute, I believe we got some confusion. Yeah, we got a timeout.
By East Wilkes. Timeout.
So is there a confusion with the down markers? That's what I'm wondering. But we have a timeout on the field.
They got 4th down. He's on the other side of the field, and I think that's what Coach Wilmuth is complaining about. It should be 3rd down, but the guy on the other side of the field's got 4th down. So
let's see. I don't know exactly what the deal is, but while we have a moment here, we want to take just a minute to thank some of our in-game sponsors for this high school football season. Sponsoring First Downs is Elk Outdoors of Elkin. Anytime a team gets inside the 20-yard line for our red zone, it's G&B Energy sponsoring it this year. Our scoreboard, where we give you score updates throughout the night, is Randy Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Wilkesboro. Timeouts are sponsored by Alpha Tango Auto Sales. And then our drive of the game that we will have on our post-game show on the Wilkes Communications post-game show, it is Randy Marion of Wilkesboro. So the referees are still in a conference circle at about the 25-yard line. Let's see if we can get some things straightened out. Is it 3rd down? Is it 4th down? Seems to be.
Yeah, it should be 3rd down.
And I believe one of the officials, one of the back judges, just held up 3, and that's what the down marker far side on the Blackhawks sideline has is 3rd down. So it's 3rd down and 20 with 7:15 to go, first quarter. Cardinals leading 8-0. Keith, you got to believe they're probably going to look for Anthony Graham. He's lined up short side, inside of the slot.
Well, the other one out there is Eric Adams. He's got some height on
Travis Walsh. In the shotgun, it's Gentry. He takes a snap. He's looking. He steps up. He fires. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught for a Cardinal touchdown. Shaheen Mcdougall got beat, and Titus Miller made him pay. And the Cardinals now have a 14-0 advantage. A 25-yard touchdown pass from Briggs Gentry to Titus Miller makes it 14-0 in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals. What a play by Briggs Gentry to just stand in the pocket. There was little to no pass rush, and Gentry made a great throw to Titus Miller for the Cardinals 6. And let's see, I believe they're going to go for 2 again. Well, now they shift over. Let's see if they're actually going to try to kick it this time. It appears they may.
They got the kicker out there now.
That's number 8, Hank Porter, on to attempt the extra point. Try to make this a 15-0 ball game. And snap comes, the hold's down, kick is up, and it is good. So, with 7:01 to play and our opening quarter, it is Cardinals 15, Blackhawks nothing. We're back after this on Hometown Christian Radio. Welcome back to East Wilkes High School. Hank Porter to boot the football away. It's going to be Jared Minton back to field it. Minton to the 10, to the 15, to the 20. Minton trying to find a running lane. He doesn't have anything, and Minton's going to be brought down at about the 25-yard line, and that's where the Blackhawks will start their second offensive series of the game, already in a 15-0 hole with 6:54 to go in our opening quarter.
Yeah, Tyler Mash and Adams on the stop that time, Eric Adams.
And now the Blackhawks come out for their second offensive series of the game. Wayne going to go under center, wing T formation. Luke Tharpe is the lone receiver to the bottom wide side of the field. Blackhawks driving left to right on your radio dial. And it's going to be a straight handoff to the fullback. I believe that is Braden Woody. It is, for little to no gain.
He's brought down by Brody Martin.
So a gain of 1. It is second down and 9.
Second down and 9.
Braden Woody, one of the 2 major players at fullback for this Blackhawk team, Mason Billings being the other. Logan Wayne goes under center. Wayne sends Jared Minton in motion. It's a pitch out.
We've got a flag.
And see, did somebody jump early for the Blackhawks?
It looks like it's against West.
Yep.
False
start on the Blackhawks, so that's going to back it up. It's going to turn that second down and 9 to a second down and 14.
And like we said, you know, it's early in the season. You're going to see a couple of these till they can get all the bugs worked out.
And you think about it is, too, Keith, in a wing T, when you're running any kind of sweeps and any kind of plays like that, you got extra guys moving. It's all about timing.
Right.
So second down, 14 for the Blackhawks. 5:43 ticking first quarter clock. Cardinals leading 15-0. It has been all East Wilkes through this opening first quarter of the season. Wayne goes under center. Wayne using a good cadence, sends Mcdougall in motion. Wayne back to pass. He's looking. He's got Shane Gregg, but he overthrows him by a mile. He was trying to get Gregg on a corner route to the sideline. Graham was behind him. If Wayne puts that ball in there, Keith, that's a catch by Shane Gregg.
Yeah, he just put a little too much air under it. And, you know, the sad part about that was that Anthony Graham would have caught that ball and turned the sidelines. There's nobody there.
That's it. Tell you, number 3 has had his hands all over this game already. Under 5 minutes to go, first quarter. That was an incomplete pass, but the clock still ticked for a good little bit. Nonetheless, Wayne in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's looking. He rolls left. He's still looking. He throws, and that is a dangerous pass. I tell you, the safety, that is number 1, Titus Miller, came up and nearly made a bead for that football. He was looking for Shane Gregg, and it's a holding against the Blackhawks.
So I'm sure
I would decline it. Yeah, I would decline it.
He threw that in a triple coverage. I mean, that's dangerous right there, and I mean that's on your opponent's side of the field.
Absolutely.
East Wilkes, if they get that interception right there, got great field position at about the 25-yard line.
Unbelievable, and nonetheless, the Blackhawks are going to have to punt again with Walker Brondos.
And Ethan Cass back for the
kicking the Blackhawks. That's 14 Brondos.
So let's see if the Blackhawk defense can try and get a stop when the possession changes. Here comes Graham around the outside. Brondos gets it away. And it's going to be fielded by Cass. Cass running toward the West Wilkes sideline, and he's going to be brought down. Good open field tackle that time by number 25. That is Davey Davis.
East Wilkes will have it on the Blackhawk 43-yard line, 1st and 10.
Davey Davis with a good open field tackle that time for the Blackhawks, and East Wilkes will take back over. 1st down and 10, and they're in Blackhawk territory. They sit just above the Blackhawk 45 at the Blackhawk 43-yard line.
And we're still 4:44 left in the first period.
I tell you, man, it's been all Cardinals here out of the gate tonight. So here we go. Gentry in the shotgun. 2 receivers to both sides. Martin the tailback. Graham lined up short side. That's top right. Now he's going to bring him in motion. And it's going to be an RPO. Gentry fires a pass. He's got a man wide open. It's Weston Brown, and he's going to take it to the house. There is a flag down. There's a flag down back at the 40-yard line. It's coming back. Take the points off the board. The 45-yard touchdown strike will not stand.
Ineligible man downfield.
Yep, and that's a lineman penalty against the Cardinals.
But, you know, it's amazing. The last couple of times, I mean, these East Wilkes receivers are just running rampant. I mean, there was nobody at all within 10 yards of the receiver that time.
So West Wilkes catches a major breather there and dodges a bullet, as that would have been a 45-yard touchdown strike. And Keith, I think, I would hate to say it this early, but you go up 3 scores in the first quarter, that's hard to overcome.
It really is. But, you know, you got to wonder, where's the pass defense?
Well, that's it.
I mean, first of all, Gentry has plenty of time to throw. And when he does throw, you don't see no West Wilkes defenders.
That's it. So now, shotgun formation, going to be trips to the short side of the field. That's top right. Graham, the inside guy, he may come in motion. Adams is a solo receiver, bottom side. Snap comes, and Gentry's going to keep it. He's got a running lane. Gentry cuts it back to the 40 to about the 39-yard line into Blackhawk territory. And that'll turn this into.
And you could see that time they're keying on Martin.
Yeah.
They're definitely keying on him because he pulled that ball out. There was 3 tacklers.
Well, you have to respect a tailback like Brody Martin. I mean, you have no choice.
They saw what he did to him last year.
That's it. And that's going to bring up second down. Call it 6. Ball at the Blackhawk 39-yard line. Going to be trips to the wide side of the field. Ball on the top hash. Gentry in the shotgun. Martin, the tailback, he takes a snap. It's a screen. That's number 23. That's Ethan Cass looking for some running room. Good open field tackled by Shaheen Mcdougall. And let's see. It's going to bring up third down.
That was a short game right
there.
Yeah,
what, 3rd and 4?
Yeah, about
3rd and 5?
Let's call it 3rd and 5.
Let's see, ball is marked at the 38-yard marker. To gain is the 33. Gentry in the shotgun. He's got trips to the top right side of the field. That's wide side. Ball in the bottom hash. Martin, the tailback. Snap comes. It's a handoff, Brody Martin, and he's looking to get the first down. He's got it. That is an Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down. Well, he's right on the line. I think it's enough to move the chains.
Well,
Let's
it looks
see.
like the side markers, he's actually got it by about a half a yard. If
they're going to, they're not going to measure it. They're going to say a Cardinal first down and move the chains.
The side judge, if he marks the ball, he was about a half a yard behind the yard marker right there.
But the white hat come in and said first down, move the chains. That's an Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down. 2:25 and ticking, first quarter clock. Cardinals up 15-0 on the Blackhawks. First down and 10 at the Blackhawk 32-yard line. Gentry in the shotgun with 2 receivers to both sides. He brings Ethan Cass in motion. It's a handoff, and Brody Martin's got some running room to the 20, to the 15, upended just shy of the 10 at about the 13-yard line, and move the chains again for another East Wilkes Cardinal first down.
Yeah, he's brought down by Zach Absher that time. I'll tell you what, Absher don't make that tackle. Brody Martin's in the end zone.
Yes, he is.
That was a great open field tackle by Martin.
And with that, another Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down, and East Wilkes enters our G&B Energy red zone. And now we're going to go 2 receivers to both sides. Gentry in the shotgun, Martin the tailback. Snap comes. It's a handoff. Brody Martin, he's cutting it up to the 10, tries to cut back, but good swarm defense by the Blackhawks along that sideline. And a late flag comes in. Was there a little bit extracurricular activity on the Blackhawks? Let's see. As we await the penalty.
You know, the thing that's amazing about Brody Martin is got a hold against.
Oh, it's holding against the Cardinals.
If you notice when he runs, he don't outrun his blockers.
Yeah.
He uses his blockers very well.
He is as pure of a running back as you will find.
I mean, a lot of kids, what they'll do is they'll overrun their blockers.
Yeah, he's patient.
But he watches and sees where the blocks are, and then he takes advantage of them.
1:34 to go. And we're going to move the ball back to the West Wilkes 19-yard
So
line.
it's going to be about a 1st and 20.
Yes, 1st down and 20.
This time you got 2 backs in the backfield.
Really more like a 1st down, and it's hard to get 20 when you're on the 19. Snap comes. It's a handoff. Brody Martin, he's got running room, and he's still going downfield inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
So it's going to bring up about a 2nd and they can get a 1st down before
they can get a 1st down.
So
it looks like
2nd and 6, maybe?
at about the 3 or 4 yard line from where we're looking at it, wide side of the field.
So West Wilkes looks like they're going to call their 2nd timeout.
West Wilkes going to use 2 timeouts here in the first quarter. This timeout brought to you by our friends at Alpha Tango Auto Sales, River Street in Wilkesboro. We're going to keep it right here, but Keith, East Wilkes knocking on the door of trying to go up 3 scores in the opening quarter. They do this, it's going to be tough for West Wilkes to overcome.
Well, and 2, West Wilkes only got 1 more timeout.
That's it. And we still got a whole nother quarter of first half football to be played. So definitely not the start they were wanting here tonight.
Well, and at this point, West Wilkes has only had 6 offensive plays.
It's it has been
this
a
has been
slow
total
start.
domination so far by the Cardinals.
And you got to believe it was that heavy punch that come out from the Cardinals right out of the gate. When you take the opening kickoff back 95 yards, momentum just instantly drops in your lap.
Well, before when we was doing our picks, I said whoever would score first.
Well, it didn't take long to figure that one out. Exactly.
And I tell you what, all the momentum you could see the West Wilkes faithful just kind of be deflated after that.
Man, when you have something that big happen, it is momentum is a crazy, crazy thing. And with 1:12 to go, it is 2nd down and 5 for the Cardinals at the West Wilkes 9-yard line. West Wilkes trying to avoid a 3-score deficit here very early in the opening quarter of this high school football season. Gentry in the shotgun, Martin the tailback. He's going to bring Anthony Graham in motion from left to right. Snap comes. Gentry back to pass. Pressure coming. He steps up in the pocket. Gentry's up to the 10. Shake and bake 5 and brought down to about the 3-yard line.
1st down, according to the side judge.
He did pass the 5-yard line.
It looks like they're marking it at the 3.
3 or 4 yard line is where we've got this thing marked at.
Well, they marked it at the 4. He was actually standing on the 3, so it's going to be 3rd and short.
Yeah, 3rd and a yard. 41 seconds and ticking on our opening quarter clock. Split backfield with Brody Martin and Anthony Graham. Pick your poison here. Gentry stands in. 2 receivers wide side of the field. Snap comes. Handoff. Brody Martin. He makes a guy miss. Cuts back. Still shaking guys off, but finally brought down from behind by Alex Rowland. Good job by Alex Rowland in his middle linebacker spot to stand in there and find somebody to get to the football to.
I tell you, when Graham goes back in there at the tailback position, if anybody remembers the Miami Dolphins of old, the old Lightning and Thunder.
Yeah, that's it.
You had kick and you had Sonka. You had fast and
power.
And power. And it's very reminiscent of that, and it looks like we've got a timeout.
Now, the end of the quarter has come. It has finally come. What has been a long first quarter for the West Wilkes Blackhawks. It is the East Wilkes Cardinals 15, West Wilkes nothing. We're back after this on Hometown Christian Radio. And welcome back to East Wilkes High School here tonight as we get ready to start our second quarter of play. It is East Wilkes 15, West Wilkes nothing. As we take a look at our Randy Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Wilkesboro scoreboard into the first quarter over in Moravian Falls. It is Wilkes Central and Ashe County all tied up at 7 apiece. That is the lone score update we have for you to add to our Randy Marion of Wilkesboro scoreboard. And, here's another one. Mount Airy leading North Surrey 6-0. So far, that's how things shape out in our coverage tonight. A big spot here. It is 4th down and 1 for East Wilkes. Ball on the West Wilkes 5-yard line.
And this could really turn momentum over to the Blackhawks if they can stop them here.
Snap comes, handoff. Briggs Gentry going to keep it on the draw, and guess what? He barrels his way in for a Cardinal touchdown. And with 11:55 to go, second quarter, it is now Cardinals 21, Blackhawks nothing. Point after attempt is pending from East Wilkes. And let's see, are they going to bring Porter on to kick, or are they going to go for two? I believe Porter is on the field. And now we got an East Wilkes player cramping. That's number 73, Gabriel Shapansky. Going to send a man on for him.
Yeah, he had problems early in the game,
Now, Keith, always early in the season, cramping is an issue with a lot of players.
Well, that's the one thing. It's hot out there, and, they just got to stay hydrated. That's the biggest thing.
And Zapansky being helped off the field by the athletic trainer. Big shout out to Wake Forest Baptist Health, the way they have helped these schools supply athletic trainers past couple of seasons. It's been a big step in the right direction for athletics as a whole across Wilkes County. Now let's see here.
Once again, in sort of that odd formation where they got all the linemen over there to the left.
And let's see, Hank Porter's in there. Let's see if they shift or they're going to stay with Graham. Looks like they may be going to go for two. Graham takes the snap. It's a draw play. Graham is going to walk in for two. And with that, it is now 23-0. Man, what do you do, Keith? No, we've got a holding call against the Cardinals, so check it. Hold up. So we may have a retry here.
Well, for one thing, the way that thing was lined up, you had nobody from West Wilkes.
Which means why should you hold on that far side if you're East Wilkes? Your guy's going completely away from everybody. That's the last place you need holding called.
You didn't even need to block.
No, just stand there. So now the point after attempt will come from the 12-yard line. It looks like they are going to kick it. Titus Miller to hold, Hank Porter to kick. He's going to kick it from the 19. So you're looking at about a 30-yard point after attempt here. 30-yard PAT. Snap is down. It's bobbled. It's blocked. Great job by the Blackhawks to get in there and keep that extra point off the board as Braden Woody blocks that, and it makes it a 21-0 ball game in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals. We're back after this on Hometown Christian Radio. And welcome back to Ebb Tharpe Field. 11:55 to go, first half. 21-0. East Wilkes with the lead on West Wilkes. Hank Porter to kick the football away, and it's a squibber, a bouncer that's going to be finally fielded. Shane Gregg tried to go down and get it and had to just dive backwards to cover the football. So West Wilkes will have it first down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And, at this point, like we said, West Wilkes was only six offensive plays.
And here we sit, 11:55 to go in the second quarter. So now Logan Wayne comes out under center. Luke Tharpe, the lone receiver, to the wide side of the field. Ball on the top hash. Wayne is going to send Minton in motion. I don't think that play was exactly the running back motion set up, but nonetheless, it was handed off to Braden Woody, and he had nowhere to go up the middle of the field. Seemed to be a little bit of confusion there with the wings and the running back shifting back and forth.
Yeah, there was a lot of shifting going on there, And I tell you, that the thing that's amazed me so far is West Wilkes' line, size-wise, is a lot bigger than East Wilkes, but they've not been able to do anything off tackle.
No, absolutely not. 2nd down and 8. Ball sits at their own 26-yard line for the Blackhawks. Wayne under center. Line goes down. Minton comes in motion. Wayne back to pass. He's looking, still looking. He throws, and that is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Braden Woody out in the flats. Good defense that time by number 2. That's Weston Brown. And Woody couldn't reel it in, and that's going to break up 3rd down and 8. And Keith, I think we would absolutely, not be surprised at all, but I think West Wilkes would cringe right now if they were to see the offensive total yardage differential right now here in this point of the ball game.
Well, I mean, you don't even have to go yardage. All you got to do is place.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, West Wilkes finds them in a 3rd and long situation where they've basically got to put the ball in the air.
Wayne under center, 3rd down and 8. He sends a man in motion. It's a counter. Shaheen Mcdougall looking to get the outside. He can't get there at all. Good job by the Cardinal defense to bring him down. And that was number 2 again. That is Weston Brown. Weston Brown really making a name for himself on defense here tonight. He's been all over the field, and the Blackhawks are going to have to punt again.
I tell you, the 3-and-outs are absolutely killing the Blackhawks right now.
They are.
They had the ball 3 times for 3 3-and-outs.
10.5 minutes to go and ticking.
Cass gets a short punt. They're going to be back in West Wilkes field position again.
Here comes the Cardinals hot. Brondos gets the punt away. Ethan Cass is letting it bounce. He's going to back it back across the 50 to the 45, and that's where it will die at the East Wilkes 45-yard line.
West Wilkes is going to get called for a pushing. I saw it from here. The kid was turned around backwards, and number 25 just gave him a shove in the back.
Yep, I believe you're right, Keith. I believe it's going to be. Let's see here. They're pointing towards West Wilkes on this penalty. There's another penalty down here, far side at the 35.
It might be offsetting here. Let's see. I mean, I saw the one.
As we await the call on the field, officials huddled up near midfield. Let's see.
I kind of hope they don't do like they have in the past, where they have offsetting penalties where they'll walk up 15 yards, turn around and walk back 15 yards, set the ball in the same divot.
It's not rocket science to figure out offsetting penalties, but you add 15, you subtract 15. And see what the white hat decides on here tonight as he walks out, center of the field. Holding against East Wilkes, or foul. So they're going to mark it back, then they'll mark it forward.
That was personal foul against West Wilkes, and it was a holding call against the Cardinals.
Yeah. So you're going to make about, a 5-yard difference?
Probably.
Up to the 50?
Yeah. I thought our PA announcer had that reversed there.
Yeah, well, we got it figured out now. Nonetheless, the ball would have been at the 45. After some simple addition and subtraction, we moved up 5 yards to the 50. So, nonetheless, East Wilkes has it. Great field position. That's been the theme for them on offense tonight. 1st down and 10 Cardinals. 10-12 to go, 2nd quarter, leading 21-0. Gentry in the shotgun, 2 receivers to both sides. Martin is the tailback. Snap comes. Gentry back to pass. He's looking. He's got a man. It's going to be that's not a catchable ball. And the referee throws a flag down. That may be a hold on the safety, Shaheen Mcdougall. Let's see. Ball was not going to be caught, but did McDougall grab the jersey?
The thing is, was he impeding the route?
It's a hold on the Blackhawks. That's exactly what it is. So another costly penalty. West Wilkes is not in the position to be giving up free yardage.
So it's going to be a 1st down, and they're going to mark the ball. Looks like they're going to mark it about the
40-yard line. And that's another Elk Outdoors of Elkin 1st down for the East Wilkes Cardinals, making it a little bit easier now. Gentry in the shotgun, 2 receivers to both sides. Graham lined up, ball on the top hash. Graham lined up, bottom side, inside receiver. They're going to send Cass in motion. It's a handoff to Brody Martin. Look at him follow his big blocking tackle, and then he's finally going to get wrapped up at the 30, and we got a late flag coming in. 2 late flags as Eric Adams went flying after the play, and we may have another penalty on the Blackhawks.
A great job by Caden Handy. If you saw that Brody Martin just got right on Caden Handy's back
and followed
him. I mean, that's a sign of a great running back right there.
Looked like Moses parting the Red Sea to lead the children home. As we await the call on the field. Let's see. I saw 2-3 flags come flying in. Oh, it's going to be targeting against the Blackhawks. And then personal foul against the Blackhawks.
That's 30 yards.
That is 30 yards given up in 2 penalties.
They can't score. The ball's on the 30. So,
holy cow. Has West Wilkes made this drive easy for East Wilkes.
They'll take the ball from the 30-yard line to the Blackhawk 15-yard line.
I was going to say, they couldn't mark off 30 yards.
Yeah.
Because then they would have scored.
So East Wilkes is inside our G&B Energy red zone here.
This drive started at the 50. And to my knowledge, there's only been about 10 yards of offense.
Absolutely it has. And now they're going to mark it up.
They're going to mark the ball at about the 8?
7-yard line. And now Briggs Gentry going to stand in the shotgun after they're going to have it now. First down and goal inside the GMB Energy red zone.
The Blackhawks have really made this drive really easy for the Cardinals.
And now West Wilkes is going to burn their final timeout of this first half. And it's going to come with 9:52 left here in the first half. This timeout being brought to you by our friends at Alpha Tango Auto Sales, RiverStreet in Wilkesboro. We're going to keep it right here. East Wilkes on the doorstep again of cashing in first and goal with the Blackhawks 7. Keith, we found out today the Cardinals are going to start the season ranked as the 20th best 1A team in the state. They're showing it here tonight.
They definitely are. But if I'm Coach Collett right now, I like the timeout. And the reason I like it is
calm them down.
I mean, this game was getting out of hand. You've seen some bad things happening.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like to see that in high school football. The targeting call, the personal fouls, and this kind of thing. And I like Coach Collett calling them over and saying, "Boys, let's just play football."
Absolutely. I mean, you got to keep your guys in line. You got to keep your guys' heads in the game. But it gets hard when you start getting in deficits like this early. Keith, you know, it's very reminiscent of what we saw back in February with Wilkes Central West Wilkes in Week 1. Do you not think so?
Yeah, I mean, this
very similar to that.
But still, I mean, if you're one of the West Wilkes faithful, you've got to just continue to play this game. You've got a whole half, almost a quarter and a whole half left to play.
And now trips wide receivers to the wide side of the field. Snap comes to Gentry. It's going to be a handoff that time around the left side. And that's number 32, Easton Martin. But I believe it's coming back, Keith.
See, that's bound in the vicinity of holding. Let's see. Yeah, it's a hold.
So that's going to back East Wilkes up.
If you're Coach Wilmus, that's one thing you got to really work on right now. That's about their 4th holding penalty, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah. It's kind of been their one Achilles heel tonight in a game where they ain't been many. So that's going to back the Cardinals up to the 17-yard line. So it'll be first down and goal from the 17. So the Cardinals cannot get a first down. So it's all 17 yards to work with. Going to have 2 receivers to both sides. Martin is the tailback. Gentry in the shotgun. Going to bring a man in motion. That's Ethan Cass. And Gentry's going to throw.
Oh, he had
a man open. That was number 7, Cole Lambert. But it's incomplete, and that's going to break up second down and goal from the 17.
Yeah, man, it's just absolutely amazing how these
receivers are running free in the secondary.
I mean, all that was a straight go route. Lambert didn't put no moves on anybody. He just ran right down the middle of the field and was wide open.
So second down and goal from the West Wilkes 17-yard line. 9:36 to go, first half. Cardinals leading 21-0. And now East Wilkes is going to burn a timeout. Again, this timeout brought to you by our friends at Alpha Tango Auto Sales, River Street in Wilkesboro. We'll be back with more after this. You're listening to high school football on 3 WC. And welcome back to Rhonda here tonight. 9:36 to go, first half. It is 21-0 in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals. Second down and goal from the Blackhawks, 17-yard line. East Wilkes trying to make this a 4-score ball game here still in the first half. Gentry in the shotgun, Martin the tailback. Two receivers to both sides. Snap comes. It's a handoff. Brody Martin. He's across the left side, and Brody Martin is going to break three tackles and take it in from 17 yards out. And East Wilkes is now up 27-0 with a point after attempt pending. Well, they're the 20th ranked team in 1A in the state, and they're showing it here tonight, the East Wilkes Cardinals. And let's see, are we going to get a 2-point try or a PAT? It appears like we're going to get a PAT. Hank Porter going to attempt. So Titus Miller to hold, Hank Porter to kick. The last PAT attempt was blocked. Miller gets the snap, it's down, it's up, and it is barely grazes through the goal post, and we have a 28-0 East Wilkes Cardinal advantage. 9:29 to go here in the first half. We're back with more after this on Hometown Christian Radio. And welcome back to Ebb Tharpe Field in Rhonda. Holtzy cannot, or I should say Hanchy cannot field the kick. And we got flags down, and we've got extracurriculars going on, man. Easton Martin. I tell you what, Russell Patrick and Easton Martin going at it big time. And Easton Martin still going as the Cardinal coaches are having to push him back. Him and Russell Patrick went at it big time there. And let's see, is it going to be double penalties here?
Well, there was a flag prior to that.
Which is usually on the kicking, or I should say the receiving team in that nature.
And that's one thing. I mean,
you don't want to, just because of the lead advantage for East Wilkes, Keith, you don't want to see this game get too far out of hand chippiness.
You don't want this stuff to happen because this takes away from the efforts not only by the East Wilkes Cardinals but by the West Wilkes Blackhawks as well. The kids that really want to get out there and play this game the way it should be played. Well,
we got a score update from just down the road over at Elkin. It is North Wilkes leading Elkin in the second quarter, 14-7. So Coach Wotecki having his boys ready to play football.
Yeah, that's, maybe North Wilkes has got a little something we didn't know about there.
Well, that's it.
But, you know, here's the thing about Elkin.
They're retooling, man.
Well, they got a defensive coordinator over there that I'm still say he's the best defensive coordinator in this part of the country.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody that can make adjustments, that Mr. Coach Purdue can make adjustments better than anybody I've ever seen.
So they've got a hold against the Blackhawks, dead ball personal foul against East Wilkes. So we're going to mark back 5, then mark 15. So overall, it would just make a 10-yard difference. But I'm sure they're going to march back.
And this could very well be the drive West Wilkes need. I mean, they've had 4 3-and-outs.
Yeah. They've had little to nothing on the offensive side of the football here tonight. So they're going to march it back, 10 yards with a hold. And now you're going to assess the 15-yard dead ball personal foul that was on Easton Martin. So they're going to mark it up. at the 22-yard line. Blackhawks going to start first down and 10 at their own 22.
Blackhawks have really not had no field position at all tonight.
Blackhawks going back to their spread formation here. 10 personnel in the shotgun with Logan Wayne and Braden Woody, it looks like. Going to have 2 receivers to both sides. Wayne in the shotgun. This is what we saw the Blackhawks run in the spring. And it's a bad snap. Wayne's got to do something with it.
Great job of getting away.
Man.
We've got a flag.
Wayne was dragging black jerseys back up to the line of scrimmage.
Like holding against West Wilkes.
And the Blackhawks are going to shoot themselves in the foot again with a hold.
Holding call against the Blackhawks.
Wow. I'll tell you, good effort by Logan Wayne to get out of that and really try to make something happen.
Sacked.
Yeah, I really did. And it's going to back him up.
So
it's going to be first down and 20 now. Ball marked at the 10-yard line. Man.
A dangerous place to throw the ball.
Absolutely.
At this point in time.
You got McDougall and Gregg lined up wide side. Going to be a handoff to Braden Woody. And Woody's not going to get much. He's up across the 10 to about the 12-yard line to make it second down and 18. As the clock keeps ticking, 8:45 and ticking here, first half. Blackhawks in a big hole at 28-0. Play call coming in. Wayne in the shotgun. Going to be trips to the short side of the field. That's top right. Wayne takes a snap. Here comes the pressure. He fires one up, and it's going to be caught. Jared Minton, number 5. Jared Minton with the reception. Good coming down to make the hit that time. Anthony Graham on Minton. And that's going to put the ball, let's see where they mark it officially.
Well, they're bringing it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Is there a penalty? Oh, they called it incomplete. Wow. I couldn't tell from our vantage point. It looked like he called it from our vantage point, Keith. It really did.
So
we apologize for the confusion.
Third and 18.
So a big hole here for the Blackhawks.
I'll tell you what, there's not a whole lot of offense you can do with a third and 18.
Wayne takes a snap. He's looking. It's a quarterback draw play. Wayne's up to the 20. Wayne still on his feet to the 25, and he's going to be brought down at about the 26-yard line. So he actually had something made. Graham come all the way from across from the other side of the field to make the tackle for East Wilkes. And West Wilkes is going to have to punt it again.
I'll tell you, another 3 and out. I mean, this is just it's been the killer for West Wilkes.
They've not picked up one first down.
No, they've not got first down tonight.
Not one first down has been picked up.
And that was probably one of their most I'm going to go on the limb and say that was one of the most successful offensive plays they've had tonight.
Absolutely it is.
Quarterback scramble.
So now Brondos back to punt. Cass back to receive. Punt is up. It's a short winder. It's going to bounce towards Cass. He gets away from it. And then Davey Davis is going to stop it. In the Cardinal territory at the Cardinal 45-yard line. So 7:23 to go here in the first half. And it is 28-0 in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals. And they're trying to make it more here. Keith, it's games like this start getting long. They feel like longer-winded games when you start getting blowouts like this.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the offensive firepower for East Wilkes, but I mean,
it's there.
This is beyond even what I imagined.
It's better than what I thought it would be. I'm being honest with you. I think it's safe to say they'll move up from their 20th ranked spot in the state next week. 2 receivers to both sides. Gentry in the shotgun. He's going to bring Graham in motion. And Gentry's going to pass. He's got Ethan Cass open, and he couldn't reel it in middle of the field.
I'll tell you,
he got Minton on his back, and Cass had a chance to make that grab, and Cass just slipped through his fingertips.
But Gentry put the ball where only Cass could get. He threw that right between 2 West Wilkes defenders.
Man, nice throw by Briggs Gentry.
I'll tell you what, this young man at quarterback has impressed me.
He really has. I mean, I thought he was impressive as a sophomore in the spring, but he really has a poise back there in the pocket. 2 receivers to both sides. Graham comes in motion. Snap comes. It's a quarterback draw to the 50, 45-40 as Gentry keeps it to the 30. Gentry to the 20, to the 15. One man to beat as he cuts back, and he finally gets upended just shy of a 10 at the 11-yard line. A big gain that time for East Wilkes through the feet of Briggs Gentry. And now they're set up inside the G&B Energy red zone, first down and 10.
A great read option that time. He actually was going to he could have handed that ball to
Easton Martin,
or he could have kept it.
Yeah.
And what he did was he read the corner went out on Martin, and so he just took the ball and went right up the middle.
First down and 10. Ball is at the 11-yard line. The Cardinals can get a first down at the 1. Snap comes to Gentry. It's a handoff.
That's Martin.
Easton Martin trying to cut it up. Easton Martin is going to walk. There's a late flag. Hold on. I think it's coming back. It's going to be another hold on the Cardinals. I'm almost positive. Yeah. Another hold. So there, take that touchdown off the board. It's about the fifth or sixth hold tonight.
Yeah, if you're Ethan Martin, that's twice he scored, and they've took it off the board.
Yeah, Easton Martin, his line's making it tougher on him to get 6 points. So nonetheless, going to back them up 10 yards to the 21-yard line. First down and 20 from the 21-yard line. Tell you, Keith, it's so reminiscent of that Wilkes Central game in Week 1 in the spring for West Wilkes, is it not?
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, if you're Coach Wilmuth, you definitely got to work with this offensive line and this holding thing.
Yeah.
Because they've actually give up 3 scores on holding penalties.
So now, in the shotgun is Briggs Gentry. Trips wide receivers. He's going to bring a man in motion. Snap comes. It's a fake. It's a pass. Cannot reel it in. He had Ethan Cass wide open and just overthrew him.
I mean, I hope our listeners, I wish they could see that.
Well, they can. They'll be able to see it once this video gets posted.
I'm telling you
first part of the week, Ethan Cass was wide open.
I mean, there wasn't a West Wilkes defender within 15 yards of him.
Unbelievable. They sent Brennan Ardner in motion, and then Cass was wide open, and Gentry just threw it over the tips of his fingers.
That was probably the worst throw I've seen tonight, but I mean, it was on target. It's just a little high.
Yeah. And Cass just not quite tall and long enough to go out and get it.
He needed Cayman Bryant back on that pass right there.
Gentry in the shotgun. 2 receivers to both sides. He takes the snap. He's looking. He passes. He's going to throw a corner route out for Eric Adams, and it's going to be incomplete. Adams saying he was being held out there. No flag call. I tell you, Keith, I mean, when you're up 4 scores, 6.5 minutes to go, first half, I don't think you can complain too much about not getting calls. You know what I'm saying?
But, you know, the thing I'd like to see him work on that running game just a little bit more with Brody Martin.
Yeah.
That's just me. You
are up 4 scores.
There's no sense in continuing to put the ball in the air.
So 28-0 our score. 6.5 to go here in this first half. Going to go trips to the wide side of the field. That's top left. Ball is on the short hash.
Got to wonder if he'll throw this to Graham.
Let's see. East Wilkes going to burn a timeout.
And that's their last.
So the Cardinals, this timeout brought to you by our friends at Alpha Tango Auto Sales, River Street in Wilkesboro, with 6.5 minutes to go first half. It's 28-0. All Cardinals here in Rhonda over the Blackhawks. And we're back here in Rondo with 6.5 to go in our first half. 28-0 is our score in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals. A score update on our Randy Marion of Wilkesboro scoreboard. East Surrey leading Starmount in the second quarter, 9-0. Keith, I think that's a little bit closer than people might have thought.
Well, you know, we know East Surrey's got some great D1 defensive
players.
But
Starmount's not bad.
No, but they've lost a little offensive firepower.
Gentry in the shotgun. He takes a snap. He's got a man open. It's Graham, and it's going to be a Cardinal touchdown. What a throw from Briggs Gentry to the new shiny toy, Anthony Graham, and it's a Cardinal touchdown from 21 yards out. Wow, what a throw from Gentry to Graham. Keith, I tell you, I'll go out on a limb and say it. Briggs Gentry is as pure of a passing quarterback since probably Bryce Vestal here at East Wilkes.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he reminds me a lot of Bryce Vestal.
He can beat you both ways.
Yeah, I mean, he can beat you with his legs. He can beat you with the pass. He makes smart throws.
He's just a junior. So now Hank Porter on for the PAT. Titus Miller to hold. Snap is up. It's down, and it is
That's
good.
Better kick he's had tonight.
And now 6:22 to go, first half. It's Cardinals 35, Blackhawks nothing. We're back after this on 3WC. And welcome back to Rhonda here tonight. We still have 6:22 to go in our first half, and it's 35-0 East Wilkes over West Wilkes.
I tell you what, I don't want to jump the gun too much, but you know that minor game when they come down here.
Oh my goodness! In about a month's time, yeah, you might want to mark your calendars for that one. Score update from Moravian Falls: Wilkes Central leading Ashe County 21-14. And the kickoff is going to be fielded by the Blackhawks. That's Braden Woody rumbling down near the 40-yard line. I believe they're going to mark him officially at about the 38-yard line. And we got a Cardinal down. Let's see. I believe that is
number 53.
I believe is that Tyler. Let's see. That's Tyler Mash, I believe. Braden Woody lowered his shoulder and hit him hard. I mean, Braden Woody is a load. I don't care what the score is or reflects. Braden Woody is a hefty guy to take on.
And you know, I'm going to be the first to eat crow if that Wilkes Central Eagles beats that Ashe County Husky bunch.
Hey, I mean, I'm not going to be upset about it anytime a Wilkes County team comes away with a victory, or Elkin for that matter. So since that's the 5 teams we put our hat on covering. But I tell you what, so far, Keith, it has been North Wilkes leading Elkin. You got Wilkes Central leading Ashe. East Wilkes all over West Wilkes here. Mount Airy slightly up over North Surrey. East Surrey slightly up on Starmount. Anything can happen in week 1 in high school football. Yeah. I mean, that's just that. I mean, you know, it's one of those things. Week 1, you never know what can happen.
And
but
you know, the amazing thing about it is with the losses that Wilkes Central has concurred, that's really surprised me. That they've got the offensive firepower enough to put 21 points on the board.
In Ashe County, Keith, they're in a different world this year, moving up to the Northwestern 3A, 4A conference with the likes of Watauga, High Brighton, Alexander Central, South Caldwell, Freedom. It's a whole different world of athleticism when you get in that Northwest 3A, 4A conference. So the Blackhawks going to come out here, first down and 10. Ball is going to be at their own 37-yard line. Best field position tonight for the Blackhawks. And it's going to be a handoff on the left side to Holt Hanchy. And Hanchy is up-ended across the 40.
Anthony Graham.
Graham's helmet comes off, so he's going to have to come out for a play.
I tell you, great open field tackle, though.
Yeah.
I mean.
So Holt Hanchy, first time we've really seen him carry the football tonight.
And so that's about a 2nd and 5. I mean.
It's one of the most positive plays West Wilkes has had all night. 5:47 and ticking first half clock. Cardinals all over the Blackhawks 35-0. Wayne under center. Mason Billings is the fullback. Snap comes. It's a handoff. Minton dropped the football.
East Wilkes recovers.
And the Cardinals have forced a turnover. Jared Minton cannot hang on to the football as Wayne was trying to give it to him. And Minton is slow to get up as he's down on the field. And it just continues to pour.
And that's Cole
on
Lambert.
the Blackhawks.
Cole Lambert with the fumble recovery.
Tell you, Keith, anything that could go wrong for West Wilkes tonight has went wrong, and we're still in the first half.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking forward to seeing them maybe make their first down. I mean, we see some positive run that time by Hanchy.
Man,
but,
tough sledding. 5.5 minutes still remain first half. Now Gentry in the shotgun. Two receivers to both sides. Martin, the tailback. Ethan Cass comes in motion. And it's going to be a handoff to Brody Martin. Martin trying to bounce it back outside. He's got the 35. He's got the 30. Picks up a block. 25 down the sideline across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
I don't see no flags, but great
Man,
job
Brody
of
Martin.
following your blocks. Can you imagine? I mean,
that's how you do it, man. That's how a pure running back plays the game of football. You get behind that pulling guard or that tackle, you put your hand on his back, and you follow him to the promised land. Tell you what, great job by number 74. That is, number 74 on our roster is Caden Handy. That is leading the charge around that outside for East Wilkes. Keith, he's been a pulling machine.
Yeah, I mean, Brody Martin just gets behind him.
Trips to the wide top left side of the field for the Cardinals. It's a bad snap. Gentry's got to run back and get it. Gentry's got open field. Gentry turns it up to the 20, to the 15-yard line, and he's going to be near the 10. Let's see where they mark him. He went all the way back near the 30, and he's going to turn that into a positive gain. He got a first down. And there is an Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down. I guarantee you that was not drawn up that way.
No, if it was, that's one of them ones when we was kids, you drawed it out with your finger in the dirt.
On the playground when you're playing with your friends during recess. Great job for the Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down. First down and goal at the 10-yard line for the Cardinals inside the G&B Energy red zone. Snap comes. It's a handoff. Brody Martin left side, and guess what? Brody Martin's going to walk in for another Cardinal touchdown.
I see no flags.
No flags on the field, and this game, out of hand's not even a proper word at this point. It is now 41-0. Keith, we're an extra point away from running clock in the first half.
See, that was a, 11-yard run?
10-yard run.
10-yard run.
10-yard touchdown run for Brody Martin. And the stats just keep piling up for this electric Cardinal offense. And Hank Porter going to attempt the PAT. And let's see, Titus Miller to hold, snap down, it's up, and it is good. So with 4:45 to go in our first half, it's East Wilkes 42, West Wilkes nothing. We're back after this on Hometown Christian Radio. And welcome back to Ebb Tharpe Field here in Rhonda as we still have 4:45 to go first half, and it's 42-0 in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals as Hank Porter is going to boot this ball away.
It's a short
and
kick.
It's going to be Mason Billings that falls on it. Up above the 30, just shy of the 35. They're going to mark him, it looks like, at about the 32-yard line. So the Blackhawks will come back out. First down and 10.
Well, the good thing is Hank Porter's getting plenty of kicking time, which
And he's getting to practice his PATs and kickoffs, that's for sure.
You know that the other thing is kicks are getting a little bit higher over the goalpost. You know, that first one just barely snuck through.
So let's see what the Blackhawks come out with here as Logan Wayne trots in from the sideline into the huddle.
I'd really like to see West Wilkes right now do something positive before
need it.
halftime.
They need
because
just
they're
to
going
get
to get the
something.
ball to start the second half.
Back in the wing tee come the Blackhawks. Wayne under center. McDougall goes in motion. It's a handoff to Mason Billings, and he is met at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, by
nowhere to go.
The Cardinals.
At the line of scrimmage.
Or in the words of Robbie Handy, a flock of Cardinals.
Nowhere to go that time, and that's going to make it second down. Call it 10. Ball still steadying at about the 33-yard line.
And you got to wonder at what point a lot of these starters will be out here in
the second half.
Jerseys.
Yeah. You know, you got some 8-quarter kids up to fill spots. Wayne under center. He takes a snap. It's a handoff. McDougall around the outside. Shaheen Mcdougall falls forward across the 35 to about the 37. Flag. And is that going to be on East Wilkes?
Looks like McDougall's still on the ground.
His helmet come off. Shaheen Mcdougall's helmet come off on the play.
See, he's talking to.
Here comes the white hat. Let's see.
Got him for their. They're going to escort him off the field.
Is 50 going to be ejected? Let's see. Number 50 is Logan Brown by our roster, and he may be getting tossed here. Okay, correction. 50 is Hayden Durham. So we apologize. 50 is Hayden Durham. I was looking at my roster wrong. And let's see, they're talking to him. Keith, do you think? Let's see.
They wouldn't have brought him over here like that if they weren't going to toss him. That's it.
He's gone. So with that.
So that means if they
Hayden Durham is gone. Now, does that mean he'll have to sit out next week,
he'll
correct?
Have to sit out next week.
So there's one young man that won't suit up next week against Surrey Central. And we're going to assess a 15-yard penalty. Hope McDougall's okay.
And, and so this could very well be the first down for the Blackhawks tonight.
And it comes by way of penalty.
Hey, whatever it takes.
Hey, at this point in the game for West Wilkes, you're looking for an inch of anything positive. 3:52 to go first half. It is 42-0 in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals.
Personal foul called against the Cardinals.
Well, I didn't show an ejection to him, Keith. They didn't toss. So they just took him out of the game. Maybe just to get him calmed down. He's lucky he didn't get through out.
Well,
usually when you see him bring the player over.
I saw the side judge give the thumbs up.
Yep, there he goes. The white hat now corrects it. The initial ruling was not. So now he is officially ejected from the game. And now clock rolling. First down and 10 Blackhawks. Wayne under center. It's a handoff to Hanchy around the right side.
Handoff was made to Hanchy on the right side run.
And it's going to be to about the 42-yard line for a gain of 3. Let's see, going to be second down, call it 7 for the Blackhawks. Ball at the East Wilkes 42-yard line. Keith, this is the first time the Blackhawks have been across the 50.
Well, it's the first down. So, I like to see him do something positive going in at least halftime.
Wayne takes a snap. It's a handoff to Hanchy, and Hanchy falls forward. Really didn't look like he was going to get anything, and he maybe gets a yard or two up to about the 40-yard line. Good, strong running by the sophomore running back, Holt Hanchy.
Third down.
So third down and call it about 5.
5 to go.
Ball at the Cardinal 40.
Yeah, you got to believe if you're West Wilkes at this point in time, I mean, this is 4-down territory.
Yeah,
and
absolutely
there's really no sense in punting the ball at this point in time.
No, it doesn't really do you any favors. As Wayne comes back from the sideline, clock continues to tick. As we're down near 2.5 minutes to go first half, Cardinals leading 42-0. Wayne goes under center. Hanchy goes in motion. It's a handoff. And let's see.
See where
It's
they
going to be
mark.
close.
Yeah, it's going to be awful close. Now, it looks like he's.
This is
Looks like
Mason
he's gonna be
Billings on the
just a
carry.
hair short.
4th down and 1. 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
So you got to believe, Keith, here, as a wing team, 4th down and 1, you got to believe you got some power football coming your way here.
Blackhawks are lining up to go for it.
So here we go. 4th and 1. Wayne under center. Man comes in motion. It's a handoff. Wayne going to pull it. Wayne's got the hole, and Wayne's got the first down for the Blackhawks. That is a Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down. Good job by Logan Wayne. It was kind of a midline option play there where Wayne stuck it, and it was to decide between him or the fullback, and he made the right play by pulling it.
Great read option that time by Wayne. 1:21 left to go on the clock, but
you're just looking for an inch of positivity for this Blackhawk offense.
That's their second consecutive first down, so I'd almost like them to speed things up and try to put the ball in the end zone.
Got to be a handoff to Hanchy, and he has nowhere to go. He's going to lose yardage back near the 35. He's going to lose about 3 yards. Clock continuing to tick. We're down to about 50 seconds left in this first half.
Neither team with any timeouts either, so.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Keith, but we are at a running clock deficit at this time with 42 points.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're going to talk to the coaches here at halftime.
And now Wayne under center again. Snap comes. He rolls left. Pressure coming.
Pressure.
Now he cuts back the other way. He makes a one-man miss. He's still on his feet, back up to the 45, and finally goes out of bounds. And there's a late hit on the quarterback, as it was Weston Brown coming in like a heat-seeking missile as Wayne was going out of bounds far sideline and just delivered a little bit too much contact on the quarterback.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he was lucky Martin didn't get him, because Martin gets him. That's about a 25-yard loss.
Hey, good effort by Logan Wayne to try and keep the play alive. East Wilkes faithful not too happy, I don't believe, with this.
I mean, that was a good call right there.
You got to protect your quarterback.
That was a good call.
19 seconds left. Let me ask you something, Keith. Do you think about if you can get close enough, a Walker Brondo's field goal, to at least try and get some points on the board?
Here's the thing right now. You're in a position where you got to throw the ball.
Yeah.
You have no timeouts.
3rd down.
You're going to have to put the ball in the air.
Call it 3rd down and 6. Snap comes. Wayne looking. He steps up. He throws toward the end zone. It's going to be picked off. No, dropped. Oh, what looked like to be a foreshore interception.
Got a flag here at the 29-yard line.
Let's see.
Came in late, just about the time when the pick.
Man, East Wilkes nearly had him an interception. Is this a hold on the Blackhawks? It may be a hold against West Wilkes.
Ineligible receiver downfield.
Yep, an eligible receiver. Let's see. Now the white hat looks he's trying to get a decision.
If they want it or going to take the penalty or not.
An eligible receiver downfield. It is declined, so it's 4th down. Ball is at the 29-yard line.
That call came in from the side judge. I seen the flag coming from.
Well, Keith, from our vantage point, it didn't look like he was any white jersey lineman downfield, did it not? I mean, they all stood back in their pass blocking lanes. That's nonetheless.
A little surprising.
Snap comes to Wayne. He's looking. He rolls. He's going to have to make a decision whether to tuck or throw. He's going to throw, and it's incomplete. Just out of the reach of his intended receiver. And let's see, his intended receiver.
It's number 8. That's old Wayne was.
Let's see. I believe that was 18. I believe
18,
that was Jet. That on the roster is not correct. It's actually Jet McNeil wearing 18.
I had Ethan Day on my roster.
That was Jet McNeil. He's a JV 8-quarter player. 18.
So, I mean, if
that was fourth down. They kept it third down on the chains, Keith. They've been in some miscommunication with the chain crew and the officials.
It's the first game of the season.
We apologize for the confusion on the player. On the roster, normally it's Ethan Day that's wearing 18, but Jet McNeil is wearing it tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I'm Briggs Gentry, I'm just taking a knee right here.
Yeah. Might as well. With 6 seconds to go first half, go to the locker room up 42-0.
How can they call timeout?
Well, what's the
He said he mentioned East Wilkes, and I had them as already had 3 timeouts. And they show on the scoreboard it shows West Wilkes with 1 timeout.
And West has used all. They had all 3 of their timeouts used up early in the second quarter. So they seem to be some mix-up down on the field with the zebra stripes, but nonetheless, we have 6 seconds left in the first half.
You know,
we know that for sure.
The most famous timeout, if you remember correctly, Carolina was playing Michigan.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. In the national championship.
In the national championship.
Helped the Tar Heels win their national championship due to an error by the Wolverines.
So maybe this is the first game of the year. We're going to just let them have an extra timeout.
You got to believe Gentry's going to knee on it here, Keith.
Yeah. I mean, Brody Martins is
standing way back there by himself.
Behind him,
So now, looks like they're just going to try to knee on this one. It does, it comes, and we head to the halftime locker room after a long, strenuous first half for the Blackhawks. It is East Wilkes 42, Blackhawks nothing. We're back after this on Hometown Christian Radio.
Wilkes Communications is North Carolina's premier high-speed internet provider. With a reliable fiber-to-the-home network, work, learn, and play without worrying about frustrating slowdowns or waiting for your videos to buffer. Get your local connection to faster internet for your home or business today, all from a hometown company you can trust. Learn more at wilkes.net or give us a call at 336-973-3103.
Communications has been an invaluable partner to our agency for years. As our technology needs have increased, our need to modernize our phone systems, they've been there every step of the way with us. Anytime I need anything, all I have to do is send an email or make a phone call and somebody's on it immediately. It means a tremendous amount having a local provider because these are the people we see it out at restaurants, we do business with in the community, we see them at church. You know, we're here together. We're doing this together, and to know that we have to see each other and meet each other's needs, it keeps us all accountable and honest, and it makes us all better. I don't think that folks in Wilkes County realize the benefit to having a local internet service provider with the capabilities of Wilkes Communication and all that they're investing in to modernize broadband service in an area like Wilkes County. It doesn't exist in other places, and it's a blessing to have it here. Wilkes Communication gives you that personal touch and highly technical expertise in anything any business can need here locally. I couldn't recommend them enough. I would refer any family, friend, or business to them.
You got to give credit where credit is due. This new look Cardinal offense with their playmaking ability that they now have, they look the part and then some.
Well, you know, I was talking to one of the East Wilkes coaches while you were doing your halftime, and he said he couldn't imagine, he didn't imagine them to be this strong on the offense.
Yeah.
You know, and so it's absolutely amazing. And, you know, we knew Coach Wilmus was an offensive
guy. That's his guru spot.
He's a guru on offense. And I've told everybody that East Wilkes if it comes to outscoring you, we can outscore you. But the defense
The
has
defense
really
has
done
been
a great
great.
job tonight. I mean, that's the one area from last year that they really needed to improve on, and so far they've done a great job holding West Wilkes to just 2 first downs the entire first half.
That's it. And we got 12 minutes put back on the clock. We got 24 total minutes left to be played here tonight. And it's a 42-0 rout so far here for the East Wilkes Cardinals all over the West Wilkes Blackhawks. Keith, you got to believe as this second half goes on, we'll start to see some younger players on both sides getting reps.
Well, we saw that toward the end of the second period right there. We saw a lot of different uniforms in there for the East Wilkes Cardinals. And, if you're Coach Wilmoth at this point in time, it's early in the season. I mean, you got the game pretty well under control. Let some of these guys that you may have to use them later on.
Yeah.
So let them get their reps. And, I'd really be surprised if we see Anthony Graham and Brody Martin and some of them in the second half.
I agree with you there. So, here we go. You've got Hanchy and Minton back for West Wilkes to receive the kick. Hank Porter to boot it away. You got to believe, Keith, for the sake of the Blackhawks, you just want to see something positive.
Well, that was a great way to
Worm
end the half.
burner that's going to be picked up. Eventually, Minton still having to go back and get it. He's up across the 10, trying to find some running room. There's not much there. And now we've got some extracurricular activities. Seem to be some extra pushing and shoving. That's the one thing we got to try to keep under control in this second half too.
This right here, when you get in games like this, we've seen how they kind of get out of control real quick. And these referees got to see that and take control of this game right off the bat.
So going to be first down and 10 for the Blackhawks. Ball is officially marked at about the 18-yard line. Folks, don't forget, first part of next week, you can catch a television-style broadcast of our game tonight through our friends at RiverStreet Productions on their YouTube channel and social media platforms. We're being used as the commentary coverage for tonight's telecast. And going to be a handoff around the right side to start the game, or I should say start the second half. And let's see, not much going to be gained. And that was Shaheen Mcdougall. Good to see Shaheen back in the ball game after that injury he sustained in the first half. So second down and 10. Ball remains at about the 16, 17-yard line.
It's good to see Ledger Blackburn, even though he's not dressed out tonight on the sidelines.
Ledger's battled a lot of injuries through his career, Keith.
Yeah.
Wayne under center. He takes a snap. Wayne back to pass. He's looking. The pocket breaks down. He has nowhere to go. East Wilkes is getting anything and everything. Tristan Allgaier on the sack. And the Blackhawks are in rough field position, backed up deep in their own territory now at their own 10-yard line.
It's like about a third and let's call it about what, 18, 19?
Every bit of it and then some. The down marker to gain is the 27-yard line, and they're at their own 10. Third down and 17 for the Blackhawks. Wayne comes under center. Sends Mcdougall in motion. Wayne going to keep it around the outside. Logan Wayne's got some running room to the 20, and that's where he's going to be stood up. So a gain of at least 10 yards to get him back to the 20. And now the Blackhawks are going to have to punt. So, same old song and dance for the Blackhawks to start the second half, Keith. Another offensive possession, no first downs, a possible penalty hurts you as well, and you got to punt the football.
Yeah, cast back deep, and looks like East Wilkes, unless we get a tremendous punt, is actually going to get great field position.
And Brondos, that nearly went over his head, and it's going to be a short punt. It's going to roll out of bounds in tremendous
42-yard line.
Tremendous field position for the Cardinals. I give Brondos props for being able to get that ball off, Keith.
Yeah.
So nonetheless,
as if East Wilkes needs another break. I mean,
at this point, it really hasn't mattered where the East Wilkes has started. And no matter where they've started, they've ended up putting points on the board. It's been that kind of night for the Cardinal offense. And out comes Briggs Gentry, wearing number 10.
And, you know, we did find out something at halftime.
Yeah, we found out a little nugget that we did not know before the game. Briggs Gentry is the half-brother to Caden Howe. Or I must apologize, Bryce Vestal. I apologize.
You
I got my quarterbacks mixed up.
Bryce Vestal was the one that took him to the third round of the state playoffs.
Going to be a handoff around the left side. That's a new running back. That's number 17. That's Colton Hall.
Number 17, Colton Hall on the left side.
So Colton Hall.
He actually gained about, what, 2 yards?
Yeah.
Second down. And 8.
Up to about
looks
the
like we've
40.
got a West Wilkes.
Far side of the field, I believe, is that Shaheen Mcdougall? I see a 2.
21.
Oh, 21. That's Braden Woody. I apologize. Hard to see. Sometimes those orange numbers can be hard to see from far away. Not a young man you want to see down on the field if you're the Blackhawks, and now a timeout for the injury on the field. Oh, it is number 2. It is number 2. It is Shaheen Mcdougall. I appreciate being pointed that out. I knew I saw the 2, but I wasn't sure if it was an extra number beside it. So it is
Like
Shaheen.
we got a cramping situation, too, with one of the defensive linemen.
Hate to see that. McDougall already had been beaten up and battered early portion of this game. It's been a tough night for Shaheen Mcdougall. He plays both ways. Great athlete, a kid who is really this summer, according to Coach Collett, has really spent a lot of time in the weight room trying to reshape his body, trying to do new things because he's taking on a new role. He transitioned from full-time receiver in the spring over to a running back this year, added some weight to his body, buffed out his frame a little bit. He may be cramping. It appears that may be the case, so we hope that young man is okay. But as we talked about just a moment ago, with Briggs Gentry being the half-brother to Bryce Vestal, apple don't fall far from the tree as brothers are concerned the way he's played tonight.
No, we saw, it's almost like bookends. If you can remember back when Bryce Vestal played here.
Absolutely.
I mean, his passes were excellent.
On point.
I mean, he run that read option to a perfection. I mean, made smart throws.
J.K. loved the kid.
Yeah.
He was the reason they made it to the third round of the state playoffs and fell to the eventual state runner-up in the Mitchell Mountaineers, who they came a short conversion away from beating. So, I mean, that East Wilkes team had a special vibe to it, and through 1 week, knock on wood, but this looks like a special Cardinal team. And the thing about it is, Keith, they're all juniors for the exception of 5.
Yeah.
So here we go. 2nd down and 8. Ball on the West Wilkes 41-yard line. Gentry in the shotgun. It's going to be a handoff to Colton Hall again, and he's got room to the 35. Falling forward just shy of the 30, and I believe he's got enough to move the chains. Let's see. It's going to be close.
Yeah, he got it according to the side judge. Yeah, they first down.
Yep. That is a Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down for Colton Hall. That young man got a little bit of speed in those shoes around the outside edge. So they've got it now.
Yeah,
first down and 10 after that Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down.
He's not quite the size of Brody Martin.
But, man, he can run around the edge.
He's quick.
Trips wide receivers to the top left side of the field. Ball bottom hash. Snap comes. It's a handoff. Colton Hall again. He's got some running room and is quickly swarmed up. And now we got a late flag coming in. And is this on the Blackhawks?
I'll tell you what, that's a great run simply because he hits the hole so quick. You know, in high school, you don't really have to hold your blocks very long. You just got to get that young man just a little bit of a hole. He hits it as quick as anybody I've seen.
Keith, that is another personal foul against the Blackhawks for a late hit. I know tempers run hot, games like this, blowout situations, but, man, and now as clock continues to tick due to running clock, we are down near 6 minutes to go in this third quarter, 42-0 Cardinals, and they are now inside the G&B Energy red zone once again and have it first down and 10 at the Blackhawk 14-yard line. Gentry in the shotgun. Heel the tailback, trips to the short top side of the field. Going to be a handoff to Colton Hall. Colton Hall's got some running room. And that may be a hold this time.
That's in the vicinity of a hold.
Clock is still ticking, under 5.5 with the running clock rule.
Yeah, it's a hold.
Holding. Called against the Cardinals.
So that's going to back them up. That's been the one Achilles heel for the Cardinals, has been holding.
Yeah, I mean, there got to be something to offset all the great offensive firepower out there, I reckon, and holding has been it. But, that's something they're going to have to clean up.
And let's see, with that hold, it's going to mark them back, and we'll replay first down from the 25. Keith, we're going to see this Blackhawk team again next week when the Bucking Elks of Elkin come to Millers Creek. So hopefully, last year in the spring, the best improvement for West Wilkes came between week 1 and week 2. They're going to have that magic again. Trips to the short top side of the field. Snap comes. It's going to be a handoff to Hall around the left side, and he's going to be wrapped up. And now we got a big man down. That's number 99, Edwin Inestroza, slow to get up. Young man's nickname is Biggie, and for good reason. Edwin is a man on the interior of that front line. And Edwin is still slow to get up. I tell you, that would be a big piece to have go down for the Blackhawks. And Inestroza, he is a very, very strong young man in the weight room. He is a quiet kid, Keith, but a young man that everybody loves to just have around. So hopefully it's just a cramp.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell he's I'm going to say, what is he, 6'3" and about 350? Yeah.
Oh, Edwin is he's a man's man, that's for sure. And now we see Coach Collett and Coach Wilmoth talking out middle of the field. One has to wonder what's being exchanged here. I guess about running clock, maybe.
It could be. I
don't know, but Edwin now getting up. So Inestroza, hope to see that young man back out there. And taking his spot looks to be number 75, Big Luke Shepard. Now, for as big as you think Biggie is, Luke Shepard, well, I guess that's a big young man. He was the center on the JV team last year, spent time between center and at guard and at tackle and defensive tackle on the JV team in the spring. Luke Shepard is a big boy. He comes in at over 350.
Well, he could have been the guard and tackle. He's a big youngin'.
Yes, he is. So let's see what the Cardinal offense is able to do here. Getting reports, had some people sending in a message asking if it was storming here in Ronda. Not yet, but apparently in Millers Creek, some really bad thunderstorms happening in the Millers Creek Palier area.
Well, that may be why the coaches got together out there, too.
Yeah. So shotgun formation here. And I believe, Keith, we've got a new quarterback in it. It's Eric Adams. He was the JV quarterback last year, and he's brought down in the backfield, and we've got another leg injury, what looks to be a cramp for the Blackhawks. I don't know if it's a leg injury or a cramp. Is that Alex Rowland that's down on the field? Rowland twisted trying to make the tackle. This could just be going from bad to worse for West Wilkes on the injury train. And, Keith, you hate to see this in a game where you're down 42 points with 3:51 to go in the third quarter. You keep seeing bodies collapse. You got to hope and think that it's just cramps.
Yeah, I mean, you don't. Like I said, it's hot out there. And you got to wonder how good these kids are hydrating.
Yeah.
I mean, that's very important at this stage of the game. You've got to stay hydrated. And you got to wonder if that's maybe we'll not see Gentry anymore tonight.
Well, why do you need to? To me, you don't need to see Brody Martin. You don't need to see Briggs Gentry. You don't need to see Anthony Graham. I mean, those guys you save for next week against Surrey Central. So we hope that, let's see, I believe that is Alex Rowland out there. It is. Alex Rowland, Keith, a very talented heavyweight wrestler. He was runner-up in the state in heavyweight. You know, West Wilkes has a lineage of having a really good wrestling program. You know, Kelly Nichols has officially stepped away.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the future holds there. So it looks like Eric Adams going to be back in at quarterback here. So we've got 3:50 left. A rolling clock starts back as it's 42-0. East Wilkes. Trips wide receivers here to the wide bottom right side of the field. It's a snap. It's a handoff to Hall. Hall nowhere to go. Good swarm by the Blackhawk defense. Well, Scott Green come out with a football, but going to say he was down. Scott Green getting some reps here tonight. I see some new jersey numbers across that defense and the offense both, as we expected to probably see as this game went on. And it's going to be 4th down for the Cardinals here. Call it 4th down and 16. And the Cardinals are getting the play call in on the sideline here.
Well,
as we await to see.
We don't have a 35-second clock, so you got.
Yeah, they're just letting it roll. And now they're going to burn a timeout before the play clock runs down, the official keeping it on the field. And with that, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we will have more for you. It's all Cardinals, 42-0 here in Ronda.
You know, you probably...
Welcome back here to Ronda. 4th down and 16 from the West Wilkes 26. And Keith, it looks like they're just going to try to pooch punt it here.
Well, this will be the first punt of the night for the Cardinals.
Comes with mostly all their backups in. Snap comes. The punt is down. It's a short pooch punt that will hit the 20 and will be brought in by Blackhawk at the 24, and he's going to pay for it. Man, that was actually 32.
And
Chris West.
Briggs Gentry took him down.
And nonetheless, it's going to be 1st down for the Blackhawks. 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Clock continues to tick. Running clock rule at 42 points. We're getting down near the end of the 3rd quarter. Just got a score update. East Surrey now leading Starmount 23-0. So that's picked up quite a bit.
Pretty what I thought might be the score on that game.
Definitely so. And going to be a handoff around the right side to Minton. Nowhere to go. He maybe got a yard.
Tackled by number 7, Cole Lambert.
So 23-0. East Surrey leading Starmount.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
And now going to be 2nd down and 10. Let's see what the Blackhawks are able to do with it here. We're down to 60 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter and them trailing 42-0. Wayne under center in the shotgun. Minton goes in motion. It's a straight handoff. And rumbling forward past the 30 to about the 31-yard line for West Wilkes that time is number 21, Braden Woody. Good downhill running by the fullback. Keith, on power plays like that in the wing tee, you just want to see your fullback quickly get the ball and get downfield.
Right, and run very well between the tackles right down. And that's the one thing that we've not seen from the West Wilkes Blackhawks tonight.
So we're down to 23 seconds and ticking. 3rd down and 3 for the Blackhawks. Ball at their own 30-yard line. Wayne under center. Minton goes in motion. It's a quick handoff to Woody, who falls forward. And he's going to be, does he have it? Or is he going to be about a half a football short?
He's going to be a little bit short.
No, they're going to move the chains. That's an Elk Outdoor of Elkin 1st down, and that's how this 3rd quarter will come to a close. We head to the 4th and final quarter here in Rhonda. It's East Wilkes 42, West Wilkes nothing. You're listening to high school football on 3 WC. And welcome back here to Rhonda as we start the 4th and final quarter here tonight. 42-0, East Wilkes with the advantage. Eggman Chambers alongside my broadcast partner Keith Bryan here. Logan Wayne under center for this 1st down and 10. Going to be a straight handoff and up to about the 35-yard line. Is that Braden Woody again? Yes, Braden Woody again. Trying to get some more score updates. Still 21-20 to my knowledge between Wilkes Central and Ashe County. As they become available on our Randy Marion scoreboard, we will provide the updates to you. Make it now East Surrey 30-0 over Starmount. Wayne under center, and he's hit. He took a shot right to the lower extremities. Holy cow on the rollout. Keith, that's the kind of shot that a knee can come out with.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
3-yard loss on that sack.
And that was Caden Handy,
Man.
one of the 5 seniors.
14 to go.
So, as we wait now, 3rd down and 13 for the Blackhawks. Oh, well, we appreciate Greg Davenport listening tonight. 21-20, Wilkes Central and Ashe County is in a weather delay. Apparently there is downpour conditions around town, so it could make it this way as Hanchy goes around the outside. And, he's got a bunch of running room up to the 50, falling forward. What a run that time.
Yeah, that's the best offensive play that West Wilkes has had tonight.
What a
probably
run.
About a 20-yard gain.
Yeah, and then some, all the way down to the East Wilkes 45-yard line. Went from your own 31 to the East Wilkes 45. It's a burst of speed from the sophomore running back, Holt Hanchy. I hope we're able to get this game in before any storms make its way down here to Rhonda, Keith. Now Wayne under center again. Snap comes. Wayne rolls out on the pass. He throws. He's got a man open. It's caught. That's Luke Tharpe. He falls the football into the end zone, and it's going to finally be recovered by the Blackhawks for a touchdown. Holy cow. You got to thank the good Lord above for Holt Hanchy if you're the Blackhawks, because Luke Tharpe caught the football, went running toward the end zone, the ball went flying out, and luckily Hanchy had the wherewithal to fall on it, and the Blackhawks are finally on the board.
I believe that was Hanchy who picked up the fumbled football and advanced it back to the end zone.
Man, I can guarantee you that Phil Collett and offensive coordinator T.J. Keller did not draw up that pass play that way, Keith. So the Blackhawks are finally on the board to make it 42-6. And at least they were able to get something. And now we got a timeout by West Wilkes. Some confusion with getting special teams on the field, and we're going to take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. Here on Hometown Christian Radio, it's all Cardinals, 42-6. welcome back here to Ebb Tharpe Field in Rhonda. The Blackhawks finally get on the board thanks to a 45-yard touchdown strike from Logan Wayne to, it was Luke Tharpe who caught the ball. He then fumbled, and Hanchy recovered it in the end zone. So, Keith, if your stats here, how is that ruled exactly?
I give Hanchy the touchdown.
Well, a Hanchy 45-yard fumble recovery touchdown, I guess. Walker Brondos with the PAT. It is up, and it is good by a mile. Good kick by Brondos, and that makes it 42-7 in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals. Keith, it was a stretch for West Wilkes to get something positive going, but they finally were able to get it thanks to the wherewithal of Holt Hanchy, the sophomore. Blackhawks finally on the board. With that, let's take another 30-second break. We got 9.5 minutes to go here in Aranda. We're back after this on Hometown Christian Radio. And welcome back to East Wilkes High School. As we trot out here, 9.5 minutes to go, fourth quarter. 42-7 is our score in favor of the East Wilkes Cardinals.
And back deep. Pick your poison.
Yeah.
You got Brody Martin.
And you got Anthony Graham.
Graham.
We saw what happened when Brondos kicked it to Anthony Graham to start the game. It was a 95-yard kick return for a touchdown.
I mean, to me, that play right there's got to be the play of the game. I mean, that set the gauge for everything.
Brondos runs up, and it's a squib. It's a short kick. It's going to be fielded. That's number 15 for the Cardinals on our roster. That is Brennan Ardner. And that was smart by Brondos.
Yeah, I kind of thought that's the way you should have started the game, but what do I know?
To the 40-yard line, Cardinals will take over 1st and 10.
So 1st down and 10. Clock is continuing to roll, and I think it should. I know it's not strictly now a 42-point deficit, but Keith, the way this game is, there's not going to be a comeback in the cards. The hill's just too steep.
Yeah.
And we need to try to get out of here. As we've told you about, Wilkes Central Ashe County is in a weather delay tonight due to weather conditions over in the Moravian Falls area. You know, that's not that far from us when you really think geographically. So the better we can get this game, the quicker we can get this game in, the better. It's Eric Adams now taking reps at quarterback for the Cardinals. He was the JV quarterback a season ago in the spring. We actually saw him come in and get reps against Allegheny in the spring, if you remember, late in that game, Keith.
Yeah.
So we have seen this young man before, a very tall, lanky young man, throws a pretty good football. Snap comes, going to be a handoff around the right side. That is number 21, and he's across the 50 to the 45, still going near the 40. Great run that time by number 21. I don't have a 21 on my East Wilkes roster. I don't have a 21 on the roster, Keith.
I don't either.
But great job as he moved the chains for a Elk Outdoors of Elkin 1st down.
Must be one of them 8-quarter kids.
Caden Royal, we just got confirmation, is the running back. So Caden Royal was the ball carrier. We appreciate for getting that known.
Now, he showed a little speed right there.
And now Adams in the shotgun. He takes a snap. Going to be a handoff to Royal around the left side. Royal's got some running room. Up just shy of the 30 to the 31-yard line. Keith, this young man, I believe, is the JV running back for East Wilkes.
Okay, it's almost another 1st down, almost 9.5-yard gain that time. He's going to be about a half-yard short.
Clock continues to tick inside 7 minutes. 42-7, it's all Cardinals. They're going to start this season on a highest of high notes with this thrashing of the Blackhawks here in Week 1. And now, 2 guys in motion here for the Cardinals. Eric Adams takes the snap. Is that going to be the flag here? False start on the Cardinals. So that'll back them up. Clock still rolling 6.5 minutes. Got to believe, Keith, East Wilkes now going to start to turn their attention. They get through this with their younger kids. Surrey Central next Friday night. Keith, in years past, Surrey Central's not always been a gimme game for East Wilkes, even when East Wilkes has been talented.
Yeah, I mean, a couple years ago, even when Bryce Vestal plays, you remember Surrey Central really gave them a fit.
Yeah. And now we got a timeout on the field with 6:20 to go. They waved the penalty flag off, apparently. So still some confusion on the field with the officials.
It's been a long night.
Yes, it has. It's week 1, too. We still got 10 more weeks to go. So, nonetheless, we can keep things rolling right along. And, again, we want to remind folks, coming up first part of this upcoming week on Monday or Tuesday, it'll be available a television-style broadcast of tonight's game between East Wilkes and West Wilkes, as we have partnered with RiverStreet Productions through Wilkes Communications to bring you in-county football games this fall. We'll be seen on here with in-county games that we are broadcasting, Keith. This is a great partnership, and it's something that really shows the local media coming together to give our athletes here in Wilkes County the full coverage.
Yeah, I mean, I really like this fact that RiverStreet has stepped up and partnered with us.
And it's going to be a handoff to Royal, who just follows his blockers right through the heart of that Blackhawk defense up to about the 25-yard line. And another Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down. Clock continues to roll.
Continuing the running clock, Cardinals will have it first and 10 on the Blackhawk 25.
So inside the knocking on the door, I should say, of the G&B Energy Red Zone, once again, are the East Wilkes Cardinals. Adams in the shotgun. He's got trips to the wide side of the field. Ball is on the top right hash. Cardinals driving right to left. Under 5.5 to play, leading 42-7. Snap comes. It's a handoff to Royal. Cuts it back up middle of the field. Royal still going down to the 20-yard line. And that's a nice 5-yard gain. Keith, this young man is a good little running back.
Yeah. I mean, he follows his blocks pretty well as well.
Must be a Cardinal thing. They run the ball. I mean, they're running backs, Keith. I mean, this is a monster at running back when you can just have all these guys in rotation.
Well, the other thing is he's kind of small. He gets behind them big linemen, he's hard to see.
Absolutely he is. We got a score update. Forbush leading North Forsyth 21-0. So Forbush and East Surrey both flexing their muscles here tonight. They're picked as the 2 top teams in the Foothills 2A Conference this year. Going to be a handoff to Royal. Good pursuit by the Blackhawk defense. And that is Landon Gamble on the stop. Good job to come in there from that defensive tackle position. One of the few seniors on this Blackhawk team. Key, they only have about 7 seniors on this team. Both these two teams in similar positions as far as numbers.
Yeah. Only 5 seniors on this Cardinal team.
East Surrey now leading Starmount 37-0. So a complete rout here. 3rd down and 7. Adams in the shotgun. Royal is the tailback. We are down to 3 minutes, 50 seconds and ticking. 3 receivers to the wide side of the field. Ball on the top hash. Snap comes. It's a quarterback draw play with Adams. Adams on his feet across the 20 to the 15 to the 10 to the 5-yard line. First down and goal. An Elk Outdoors of Elkin first down deep in the heart of the G&B Energy Red Zone. And the Cardinals are 5 yards away from putting more points on the board tonight.
Yeah, another read option play that time. A great job as he faked that ball in to the tailback and then pulled it out right the last time. Read that corner perfectly that time.
Definitely did. So with that, 1st and goal for the Cardinals. Ball is going to be at the West Wilkes 5-yard line. Under 3 minutes to play, leading 42-7. Adams in the shotgun. Royal the tailback. 3 wide receivers to the short bottom side of the field. 1 solo receiver wide side, that's top right. Ball middle of the field. Adams takes a snap. It's a handoff to Royal, who cuts up and will.
Going to be short.
They're going to mark him down at about the 1.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to spin his way on through and get in, but apparently they will mark him at the 1 yard line. Clock continuing to tick near 2 minutes. Keith, you got to believe West Wilkes is going to look to try to make their biggest improvement from week 1 to week 2.
Yeah, well, the biggest improvement that I can see is they got to get a little bit more offensive consistency.
Yeah.
I mean, their running backs are not getting the blocking that I think they should be getting.
Absolutely.
Time after time we've seen East Wilkes make stops in the backfield. So.
And now, shotgun formation for Eric Adams. 1:45 and ticking. We got a flag. Is it delay of game, maybe?
Probably delay of game.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Delay of game. They went ahead and took the penalty. Clock's going to continue to tick anyway. I really don't know that they're going to have to run another play, really, Keith. There's still a minute and a half to go. The clock resets. It'll get you down under a minute when the play clock resets. It is second down. You can really just take a couple of knees and this game be over.
Yeah, I mean, you got to – that shows – to me right now,
there's no need to score. There's no need to score.
Right here.
No need to score when you're up 42-7. It looks like you're going to walk out of here with that W.
I know the kids are out there right now. You're talking about a lot of these kids that this might, second team kids, eighth quarter kids. They want to score, but there's really no sense. 55 seconds left to go. Just take a knee right here.
Here we go. Under 47 seconds to play.
They may just go ahead and just take another penalty right here.
I would snap it right before. And, the way they've just agreed to a running clock, it may not matter.
Yeah, another delay of game.
Yeah, clock continues to run. Now they're not going to have to run another play because the 35-second clock will reset, and that's going to do it here in Ronda. Congratulations to Coach Jonathan Wilmoth as the East Wilkes Cardinals start this 2021 high school football season in ultra-impressive fashion. A 42-7 thumping of the West Wilkes Blackhawks here in Ronda tonight. Wilkes Communications postgame show starts now. And welcome back to Ebb Tharpe Field here in Ronda. 42-7. Our final score is the East Wilkes Cardinals rout the West Wilkes Blackhawks here in week 1 of our 2021 high school football season. And Keith, two teams going to look in this game through the totally opposite lenses. West Wilkes is everything's an improvement. It was hard to find anything good. For East Wilkes, it was, I think we were better than advertised.
Well, they had the ball 6 times in the first half, and they scored on every one of them.
Yep.
So, as we said, alluded to at the start of the game before anything was ever done, whoever scored first.
Yeah.
Because we saw last year how both these teams battled each other just neck and neck. But, that kickoff, 95-yard kickoff return
first
set the tone.
To start the game. That's it.
That just set the tone. You could see at that point in time, West Wilkes, you could just see somebody just pop their balloon.
Yeah, that was an absolute gut killer for the Blackhawks.
And then, West Wilkes comes out, get the ball. That was their time right there on that first series. Could they come out and counterpunch?
Yeah.
And East Wilkes did a great job, held them to a 3-and-out. And after that, Briggs
Gentry and company took over. And, Keith, our drive of the game tonight being brought to you by our friends at Randy Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Wilkesboro. I think it is the first full offensive drive the Cardinals had. Anthony Graham had the 95-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. West Wilkes got it back, and then they did nothing with the football. They punted it away. And then just a couple of plays into that drive, it was a 25-yard touchdown strike to Titus Miller from Briggs Gentry, and they went up 15-0 after that. To me, that really started the downhill spiral. And then to top that off, you had Gentry put one on the start of the second to go up 3 scores. But to me, that second, to come right back and march right down the field and finish it off with a 25-yard touchdown pass to Titus Miller, that second drive of the game, which was the first full drive for East Wilkes on offense, that to me, that's the Randy Marion of Wilkesboro drive of the game.
Well, it definitely was. you got to believe it. If West could have counterpunched,
yeah,
especially after that we might be talking about a completely different game right here.
Yes, we could
But
be.
the East Wilkes defense stepped up, and, that was the one troubled spot for the Cardinals last year.
Yes.
We saw many, many times they could score. They could score with anybody, but they just couldn't hold nobody. But, I mean, when they stopped West Wilkes to that 3-and-out, I mean, to me, I know that was the drive of the game that they scored on.
Yes.
But to me, when they pushed their first 3-and-out, that, to me, set the tone for the game right there.
It definitely did. And we want to thank our friends over at Randy Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, the king of price. Randy Marion now in Wilkesboro, giving the best deals around on trucks, SUVs, Jeeps, whatever you're into, find it over at Randy Marion Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram of Wilkesboro, proud sponsor of our Drive of the Game here on the Wilkes Communications post-game show. Well, Keith, we turn the page over to next Friday night, and we have a game that maybe on paper could be a pretty good ball game. West Wilkes has got a lot of building to do after tonight's rough loss, but similar to week 1 in the spring, we saw the Blackhawks week 1, week 2 in the spring, and we're going to get them again in the fall like that. It was not the same team from week 1 to week 2 back in the spring.
Well, it definitely wasn't, but, don't get it on easier for the Blackhawks.
No.
You got a good Buck and Elk team coming in, and at last report, they were leading North Wilkes.
21-20.
But there again, that might not be the Elk. That might not be the Elkin team of old.
Yeah.
But there again, it's the first game of the season.
Absolutely.
But, if you're a West Wilkes faithful, you've got to come out now. Put this game behind you.
Yes.
This game has got to be put away. You come out next week. You practice well, and the biggest thing that I'm going to see is you've got to see some offensive improvement.
Absolutely, you do. You've got to see some improvement, and just build and try to recapture some confidence.
And the other thing is, if I'm a West Wilkes faithful, your pass defense has got to come. It's got to solidify.
Absolutely, it does.
We saw time after time after time East Wilkes receivers just running. It was like there was nobody else on the field but them.
Absolutely.
As slow as I am.
And we got another final score to report to you. Mount Airy all over North Surrey tonight, 43-0. The Granite Bears put a smackdown on the Greyhounds tonight, and they start 1-0. Keith, through week 1, what looks to be a game you might want to have circled on your calendar come about a month's time.
Me and you have talked about this upcoming season.
Yeah.
And that was a game before anything was ever said or played or whatever else. We absolutely looked forward to maybe doing that game.
Yeah.
Okay? And granted, we talked about some things, maybe we might change things, but I'm going to tell you, after tonight, it's going to be awful hard to turn away from that game.
Yeah, it's going to be. So it's one of those things, we can always pivot on our schedule just a little bit, as all schedules are subject to change. But nonetheless, here in Rhonda tonight, a big opening night for the East Wilkes Cardinals, 42-7. They roll over the West Wilkes Blackhawks. A special thank you to our sponsors. A special thank you to the crew at RiverStreet Productions through Wilkes Communications. We appreciate them so much, as a television-style broadcast of this game will be available the first part of next week, and we look forward to having this partnership continue with in-county football games here this fall. For my broadcast partner in crime, Keith Bryan, I'm Sports Director Aikman Chambers, signing off from Rhonda here on a first Friday night of the high school football season. East Wilkes rolls 42-7 over the West Wilkes Blackhawks.